Welcome to another episode of Los BenchWarmers here in beautiful Carmel by the Sea.
Woo-hoo!
We're so lucky to live here for free. No, we have to pay rent and all of that shit. It's hard to live in California, but
we live in Seaside.
You get this. I said California.
Oh, Monterey. I'm sorry.
California, Seaside. But you get to see. Four. For your information, this is Los BenchWarmers. One more time coming at you. Okay, and we were just, we got a call here, a text message that some family members had got COVID. Oh, and then you reacted like, oh, when I got the shot,
it messed me up, yeah. Oh, first of all, I never wanted to get a shot because I work in the hospital, and I had COVID. I got over it, and I was still working in the hospital. And then, like, 6 months later, they wanted me to get the vaccine. I'm like, there was no point.
The first one or the booster?
No, the first one. The first one. So the first one was not mandatory, so I skipped it. I'm like, no, I had the COVID. I had the antibodies for it. There's no need for it. Okay. Plus, when I had the COVID, I was fine. I was energized. You know, it was the best 2 weeks of my life. My wife locked me into the room, and she would like knock on the door, and she just
slide your foot underneath so you weren't in jail.
She bought me snacks.
You're happiest time
oh my God! Life. I had my laptop, my bottle of wine.
I don't know, man. I kind of like shit happens. I think life needs to do its course. I think COVID taught us a lot of stuff about
how corrupt the government is.
I guess that's why I don't get upset, because I know they are. Like, I don't think we can fight it.
But before, they didn't make it obvious. And now they make it so obvious that everything's like, everybody's corrupt. You have the Bidens accepting money from different countries.
It's not about the facts that I'm talking about.
Hunter's a crackhead.
Yeah. There you go. This is the episode. This is it.
Trump is out there. He had, he went. They booked him. His mugshot. Yeah. In 24 hours, he raised millions of dollars because of the mugshot. It's like,
Yeah, well,
what the hell?
But that's always been there. It's just increased by social media because now you see it more.
Yeah.
But I think it's always been there. Oh, that's the thing. It's not like I gave up, but I know it's there. But I have this theory too that it doesn't matter who you are. You could be the nicest person in the universe. Once you become a politician and you're in that space, if you don't abide by the rules, they get rid of you.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, so and now how corrupt you become, how piece of shit of a person you are, it's up to you, I guess. But in a way, it's almost like you have to, like, I don't know, man. It's a hard topic.
It's not a hard topic. It's just it's hard to talk about it because people have their vision of it, right?
If you're not tolerant, it ends friendships.
Yeah,
it's like if I think this or that. That's why I'm always like, some of this, some of that.
Yeah,
but man, I thought I was gonna bring something. Okay, this is the last time.
That's the vaccine. He forgot that was the vaccine right there. The side effects are real, mi gente. Do not take it.
Take it.
No,
we disagree. Just get your vaccine. Science is real.
I took the vaccine because they made me at work. It didn't make sense. I had the virus already. Why take it? Don't ask me. I took it because I have 4 kids and a wife. I need the money. I need my job. But I forget everything. I'm like, everything's like, I space out. Like,
and it's not your age.
No.
It's directly, you have scientific proof that is the vaccine. How?
You never heard of JFK Jr.? What's his name? The son of Bobby Kennedy.
I don't know what happened there. Please tell me.
He's running for president, right? And he's a lawyer, and he used to fight companies, corporations, right? And he got into the vaccine and figure out, and there's studies saying that it doesn't prove that it protects you from the virus. There's no studies supporting.
How do you think we reopen everything?
What do you mean?
Everybody was dying.
Nobody was.
Well, you think all that's fake?
No. People were dying, but not at the rate there was. Not to the rate where they had to close everything down and make everybody take the vaccine.
I don't know, man. I trust the science. I'm not gonna say I trust politicians because they're untrustable, but science, you can argue with science, man. And then it's like, less people are getting sick. Yeah, because more people are getting vaccinated or more people got the virus. So the reopening was part of the science.
Right. But that's what I believe science too, but the science doesn't support that claim.
I don't know.
If you read the science right now, they say the vaccine is not, it's pretty much useless. Like the antibodies is way better than the vaccine.
But is this because of course, that's always the case.
You know what I'm saying?
But can we afford for everybody to get sick and then, hey, if you die, you die?
We couldn't afford to lock everybody up. Suicides went up. Alcoholism, what's the word?
Alcoholism
went up. Drug abuse went up. Husbands beating on the wives went up because everybody was just
confined.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we agree to disagree, man.
I'm right.
This is what this is when I gave up on conspiracy theories, okay, for the US at least. I still don't trust the government. I don't trust anything 100%, but I have like a little bit of peace of mind that the democracy works and it's not anarchy. But here's where I gave up. Before Obama, I had this very strong, I was younger and very anarchist and writing punk music and everything against the government, really hardcore. I was like, the US as an entity won't let a black president become president. I thought that the system wouldn't let it happen. And then it happened. So I was wrong. And that's okay when you're wrong. Mm-hmm. I was wrong. And then I was like, okay, my conspiracy theories are not always 100%. Now, was he a real, like, black African-American president? No, he was a half-seat, but okay. But I thought...
A half-seat?
hey, let's call it what it is.
A half-seat.
I thought that the system wouldn't allow it, and it happened. So I was wrong, and that's okay. I survived. But it made me change a little bit my view of being so hardcore about it's only this way or it's only this way because I know, because I feel it, because... I don't know, man. I think the vaccine argument, and I don't have, like, again, this is not a factual thing. These are our opinions.
It's facts.
I can't read all the facts on Google because it's already biased from somebody. Scientific papers are supposed to not be biased, and I've not read one scientific paper about the vaccine. What I know...
So how do you believe the science if you don't...
Because that's how we started reopening, man. We started reopening because people were getting the antibodies. I mean, another precarious way of letting it happen was, okay, everybody gets COVID, and whoever dies, right? That will reduce the population immensely. But it would have been a very gruesome scene. And we've seen plagues before, and it's worked in the past.
Okay, to this point, New York. The governor of New York, the Italian guy, what's his name? Cuomo.
I don't know his name.
He told the seniors to stay in the nursing home, to not leave. And a lot of them died because they were confined to that space and people caught COVID and they just stayed in that. If they were out with their own family and out and about in the air.
The whole family died. You don't know this, you know?
I know, but it's still the same thing. Both can be right.
Yeah, both can be right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, both could be right.
The decision to lock everybody up was wrong. But also having everybody just be out and about was wrong too. It had to be a compromise.
But
right?
But how we saw, like, this was standard procedure from the World Health Organizations, and they don't always make the right decision, but it was a decision. What else was there? Let's just let everybody just do whatever they want, and then what if mortality was twice as bad? Then what? Then the government fucked up. Then if it's, half of it is like, oh, the government fucked up. Right. There's not always a perfect decision that is going to help everybody at the same rate.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel that like if I was in that position, like I would put myself in position. If I would that, I'd be like, okay, how about we not lock everybody up? Let's figure something out. Why should we close up they close up the economy and stay home, but I still have to work every day,
right?
In a hospital,
dependent on.
And they still want me to, like a year after working in the hospital every day, they wanted me to get the vaccine. Like, what? I haven't died. Like, I'm working in the middle of it.
But that's, it's
like going to war?
by case. Yeah, not here.
Is this going to war? I'm like, okay, you have to fight this, but but you have to stay home at the same time.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't make sense.
But it just goes by individual experiences, right?
Yeah.
So you can't adjust for every single individual when you're in power, and you need to make decisions for the masses, and they're not going to benefit everybody equally.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that did great during the pandemic. A lot of rich people that had a pool, that had their this and that they're fine. Okay, I don't have to go to work. Perfect. But I take vacation.
It only benefit the rich people. It didn't benefit me.
I know it didn't benefit you.
Bro, I'm living day by day.
Well, me too, man.
You know what I'm saying?
But I just don't see it as it was a decision that only was good for a specific group.
Right.
I don't see it that way.
Yeah.
And I know you see it that way, and that's okay. We don't have to agree on everything. This happens in couples all the time. We disagree sometimes.
You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Oh, no.
Off limits.
Final thought, wrap up.
What's your opinion on conspiracy theories? What's the most famous one that you can give us some facts about here, Sal? What do you think about conspiracy theories?
Look, we know for sure that they kicked out all the Latinos out from LA to build LA
The Dodger Stadium,
right?
okay.
We know that's fact. It's fucked up what they did. They got rid of a community just to benefit a certain class of people, right? We know that the CIA sold crack in LA to fund money to support their off countries activities.
We know that?
It's fact.
I didn't know that.
Oh, no, it's facts.
Okay.
So we know the government has done stuff to
Fucked up things, yeah.
fucked up things. So we cannot just sit here and say, oh, that was in the past. It's different. Everything has changed.
I don't
you know
think
what I'm saying?
it has.
Like, I'm not saying like agree with me or I have to agree with you, but it's just, let's be open-minded. Like, it could be right on both sides. Right? There's your side, my side, and this one in the middle is, right?
Yeah.
Let's be open-minded. Like, this notion of the government won't do this because it's the United States and the greatest country ever.
No, that's not true.
It's not true.
No.
You know, it's people have their agendas and their plan. But ¿cómo se llama ese viejito that keeps fishing up in government, the senator, McCartney? McCartney. They won't let him retire.
No, he keeps fucking running. He's not in the front.
Yeah, even Pelosi.
He keeps
she
running.
announced.
He's a piece of shit.
Feinstein, she's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, no, that's just,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
completely wrong.
You see that happening.
Well, but there should be a cap on being politicians. There should be a cap on just like driving. If you're not allowed, if your mind is not, there should be a test. A lucid test to be a politician. And I think the cap should be like 65. If you're older than 65, you can't make fucking decisions. I'm sorry.
The top 3 people in power in Senate, there were kids when the Jim Crow was in effect. I'm not saying they're racist. I'm not saying they think like that. But it's just they have a different mindset.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I agree with
know what I'm
that.
saying?
With that, I agree. We need younger people in power with lucid brains.
Okay.
Hey, you be lucid, subscribe and like to be one of the young, smart people in this Los BenchWarmers, the factual, only real thoughts here in the BenchWarmers. Animus Yocandi.
And until next time, mi gente. Ciao! You can come at 1 o'clock in the morning, you can sleep in.
Come back to bed.
Come back in bed.
Oh, man.